Hello there. Welcome to 5 p.m. English News. My name is Handy Gui. Let's dive into the news. The police will no longer give advice and issue warnings to those travelling interstate in movement control order areas, but will take stern action against them. According to Senior Minister for Security Cluster, Dato' Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, compounds will continue to be issued on defiant individuals who violate the interstate travel ban during MCO.
Maknanya dalam 2-3 hari ni sebelum Friday, sebelum Jumaat ni, sebelum besok ni masih lagi dalam proses mod menasihat. Jadi belum ada tindakan dan saya percaya selepas besok tindakan tegas akan diambil. Polis tidak akan berkompromi lagi. Mungkin compound kita dah benarkan itu hari, kita dah benarkan compound boleh dilaksanakan di lapangan.
Right. According to Health Minister Dato' Seri Dr. Adam Baba, registration for the COVID19 vaccines for Malaysians will soon be open. Malaysians will receive 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccine for full protection against the virus.
Orang-orang yang menerima vaksin ini dia perlu menyimpan kad yang kita berikan kali pertama disuntik dengan dos pertama tadi untuk memastikan mereka dapat dos kedua diberikan pada tarikh yang ditetapkan. Apa yang saya beritahu tadi untuk vaksin yang kita nak suntik pertama lagi kita ada julat selama 21 hari.
However, he did not say when the date for the registration would be open. He said even after getting vaccinated, people are still required to practice the new norms. Dr. Adam said the main objective of the COVID-19 immunization is to protect frontliners, reduce the fatality rate, form group immunity, and further break the chain of coronavirus infection. Malaysia is scheduled to receive the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine at the end of next month and has received conditional approval from the Health Ministry's National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency.
Throughout the period of the movement control order, self-service laundries in affected areas will be allowed to operate from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Senior Minister for Security Cluster Dato' Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the decision was made following complaints from the public regarding the matter, especially during the monsoon season.
Considering the necessity of the service, Ismail stressed that the operators of such laundry outlets have to ensure that customers comply with all standard operating procedures as a measure to curb the spread of COVID-19.
Kajian sebelum ini mengeluarkan SOP, mengeluarkan kebenaran kepada kedai dobi beroperasi kecuali kedai dobi layan diri. Alasan dia diberikan adalah kedai dobi layan diri tidak ada siapa yang memantau. Tidak ada siapa yang menjaga kedai tersebut. Jadi semua orang bebas berada di dalam kedai tersebut dan tiada siapa yang boleh memantau SOP di dalam kedai dobi layan diri.
He added the government understands the situation especially for unmarried individuals who has no one to manage their laundries.
Kita amat memahami tentang keperluan. Ramai yang mengadu, terutamanya golongan orang bujang yang mengatakan dia sangat perlukan kedai dobi layan diri kerana tidak ada siapa yang nak membasuh pakaian. Jadi mereka pergi kedai dobi layan diri. Sekarang pun musim hujan, kedai dobi layan diri boleh dikeringkan pakaian di kedai dobi layan diri. Jadi sangat diperlukan.
Welcome back. The Malaysian Meteorological Department, Met Malaysia, has issued an alert weather warning with heavy rains expected in several areas in Sabah and Sarawak until Sunday.
Met Malaysia in a statement today said the areas that will be affected are Kuching, Serian, Samarahan, Sri Aman, Betong, Sarikai, Sibu and Mukah in Sarawak until today. Bintulu, Limbang and Miri, namely in interior areas such as Subis, Beluru and Marudi, will experience heavy rainfall on Sunday. Meanwhile, in Sabah are Sipitang, Tenom, Kuala Penyu, Beaufort, Keningau and Tambunan continues until this Sunday.
A rare tidal wave phenomenon has hit the water and coastal villages in Labuan, destroying a popular floating seafood restaurant.
62-year-old owner Ali Buah said on Tuesday the 3-meter-high waves crashed against the Anjong Katam Nagalang restaurant building and its wooden walkway, which caused damages estimated at 100,000 ringgit. According to Labuan Cooperation, Valuation, Investment and Asset Management Department Director Gilbert Chin,
several banks have responded to the national call for moratorium assistance and flood aid relief, especially for those affected by the current flood situation.
13 banks, namely Afin Bank, RHP Bank, Public Bank, Malayan Bank, Bank Simpanan Nasional, Bank Muamalat Malaysia, CIMB Bank, Bank Islam Malaysia, Alliance Bank Malaysia, Hong Leong Bank, SME Bank, OCBC Bank, and Bank Kerjasama Malaysia have rendered financial assistance to customers affected by the floods, with the number of evacuees reaching 48,000. The banks are offering loan moratorium for up to 6 months, with some providing deferment of loan installment and waiver of late payment charges. The massive floods have affected 6 states, namely Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang, Johor, Perak, Sabah and Sarawak to an extent.
All right. Members of the public have been urged to contact the Sarawak Forestry Corporation (SFC) immediately if they spot a crocodile near their areas. This is following the uploading of a video that went viral on social media, even before the relevant authorities have been notified.
SFC Chief Executive Officer Zulkifli Muhammad Aton said the video has brought up concerns over the threat of crocodiles to the local communities. When several districts in the state were hit by floods due to incessant heavy rain, he said there was a possibility of crocodiles appearing in villages in search of food, as well as to avoid strong currents in the river. Meanwhile, regarding the latest case of a viral video clip, Zulkifli stressed that it was an old video that was shared by an irresponsible individual. The SFC team were dispatched to the said location, but no crocodiles were sighted. The public can contact an SFC wildlife officer at 019-885-9996 for Kuching District and 019-888-3561 for Sibu District and 019-833-2737 for Bintulu District.
Okay, we are now on the line with our reporter on the ground, Daryl Law, who was monitoring the flood situation in Baut this morning and is now in Bengoh Dam, Padawan. Okay, Daryl, there were reports of the water level in Baut receding after a pretty bad flood situation there yesterday. What can you tell us about the latest situation there?
Hello, Andy. Hi, thank you. On Baut, although the flood situation has shown sign of improvement in several areas located in the southern region of Sarawak, authorities were on standby to prepare for the second wave following the uncertainties of our weather. Okay, on Baut, about 70% of the district located 30 kilometers from Kuching were submerged by the flood and were badly affected due to the heavy downpour, coupled with the king tide phenomenon that we are aware of. Then again, we started our flood watch at Kampong Bekalan, whereby 50 families were evacuated, comprising 252 victims. And we went on to Tondong to see the water level. Yesterday, we were told that the water had submerged the ground floor of the two-story building, which is the water level was around 10 feet. There were 24 victims that were moved to the SJK Chunghua Tondong Relief Center, where mostly of the victims are elderly. Moving on to Kampong Buso, the village was submerged 4 feet high, and when we were there at the location, it was already receding, but it was stagnant at the moment at 2 feet, measuring at 2 feet. We managed to talk to the Civil Defense Sarawak Director, Mokhtar Samad. He said that the Kuching logistic-wise and also in terms of their manpower, they were sufficient. In Kampong Buso itself, there were 128 victims from 26 families.
Okay, thank you, Daryl.
Okay.
And secondly, can you confirm the reports of the water level reaching the maximum level at Bengoh Dam in Padawan?
Yes, Andy, thank you again. Continuous rain over the catchment area of Sungai Sarawak Kiri recently had caused the water level at Bengoh Dam to reach its maximum level of 80 meters and is now overflowing through the spillway. We contacted Kuching River Board and we were at scene and we saw that they had discharged the water from the valve of the dam to the lowest rate of 95 million per litre per day. At the same time, all gates of the weir near Batu Kitang are fully open to facilitate the discharge of the river water. The board assured that the discharge of the water from the dam would not cause flood the nearby villages downstream. That's all the report from me for Bau and also Bengoh Dam.
Okay, thank you for the updates, Daryl. So that concludes our 5 p.m. English news on TVS. My name is Handigui. Have a pleasant day.